Mornings are hard, but committing to an actual morning routine has helped a ton. This morning routine is going to give you your morning back, start your day off right, and it's gonna help your relationship with your kids because you are not gonna wake up nearly as cranky as you did before starting. So let's get into it. Our day starts super early because my son wakes up at the butt crack of dawn. I ideally like to start my day at 5 a.m., but you can work this into your schedule however you want to do it. Once 5 a.m. hits, I start the 3-step process to break down my morning routine. The very first thing that I do when I wake up at 5 a.m. is I do my daily devotional. My faith is very important to me, and so I start the day by doing a devotional from an app on my phone, and then I do some prayer journaling. This takes me anywhere between 15 to 30 minutes depending on the day. If a devotional isn't your thing, whatever works for you, insert it there. Insert something that's going to start your day off in a fulfilling, enlightening, spiritual way. The second thing I do after my daily devotional is vision casting. I'm going to get into what this is and why it's so powerful here in a second, but essentially for the time being, it is future journaling. This is a way for me to stay focused on my goals, stay focused on my why for moving forward, so then that way I always have my vision close to my heart, close to mine, so when I want to quit, I don't. And after my vision casting, that is when my son wakes up. We have a screen-free breakfast. I started doing this because I realized I was getting into this habit of literally waking up, and I would wake up at 5 a.m. and I would put my butt in front of the computer and then I would work. And that's all I would do until after my son went to bed, was work. When I wasn't in front of my computer, I was working on my phone, or heck, just scrolling TikTok on my phone, or I would be sitting in front of the TV. I wouldn't be really spending that time with him. By implementing a screen-free breakfast, we got to start the day together. When I first started this, it really stressed me out because I didn't think that I was gonna have enough time to get everything done, because the whole reason I worked all day is because there was so much to do. But then I created a schedule that made everything fit in a way that wasn't overwhelming, and I actually had room to breathe. If you want to know more about that, I talk about it here. So that is my 3-step morning routine. I start out with my devotional, I do my vision casting, and then I have a screen-free breakfast with my son. But vision casting, this is something that I can't even put into words how much I love and how much it has impacted my life. So essentially, vision casting is journaling as if you are in the future. You are casting a vision for the future that you are wanting to create. For example, I will write at the top vision casting, and then I write down the date. I have a specific notebook where I do my vision casting every day, and I love this because it gives me the opportunity to look back and see the different things that I've envisioned. What is vision casting anyway? It is a style of journaling in which you are writing, you are casting your vision for the future, and then you are writing as if you are already in that future. So let's say I will write at the top of the page, what do you want your life to look like on January 1st, 2023? And I will write down what it's like to be in that moment on January 1st, 2023. And I write it as if I'm recapping the past several months. So I'm not writing it in, I will have my own apartment, I will have 1,000 subscribers, like I will have these things. No, I write it as if it's already happened. I will say, oh my gosh, my life is so amazing right now. I can't believe it. 2 months ago, Axel and I moved into our own place, and 3 weeks ago, I finally monetized my channel. I hit 1,000 subscribers. This is so exciting. I write it as if I'm already living it. And this is incredibly important. Your brain can't completely differentiate between things that have actually happened and the realities you're creating in your mind. So when you're vision casting, you are setting your brain up to believe that this is the future, that this is happening, that this is already your life. And when you do this, it helps your brain to get into a position to say, okay, how do I get there? Because if I'm not here right now, how do I make that happen? How do I get there? Because dang, that feels good. That is the power of vision casting. And aside from your brain, this is your chance to dream. And when you're vision casting, you don't have to be realistic. You get to dream however you want to dream. I am really passionate about my work life, and so when I vision cast into the future, I will think through things like hitting podcast download milestones, or hitting income goals, or hitting personal milestones like getting our own place. Things like that. This is something that has helped shift my mindset so much because it has helped me to believe that these things are actually possible for me. I know it sounds woo. You can call it future journaling. You can call it journaling. You can call it dream journaling. You can call it whatever the hell you want to call it. But I challenge you for 30 days to add vision casting to your morning. It doesn't have to be anything insane. It can be 5 minutes of jotting things down. It could be 20 minutes. I take anywhere from 15 to 45 minutes to do my vision casting in the morning. It doesn't have to be super positive all the time. It doesn't have to be a novel all the time. It is just allowing your brain to open up and think of the future as an actual tangible thing that it can have instead of this thing that seems so far off and not even possible. Setting up my mornings in this way, doing my devotional, doing my vision casting, and then having a screen-free breakfast with my son, this is all so intentional, and it was done purposefully to give me the ability to be the best mom that I can be. And I knew that before, the way I was doing it before when I was staying up all night and then my son waking me up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I was going on 2 hours of sleep. I was super cranky. I didn't even want to be around him. I didn't even want to be around me. It did nothing for our relationship. And as a single mom, my relationship with my son is very, very important to me. And I want to take that seriously. And I know that you, mama, your relationships with your kids matter. Your connection with them matters. And you can't have that connection if you are not filling your own cup first. So if you are not a morning person, you don't have to set up this big, hour-long morning routine before you sit and have breakfast with your kid. But you can set aside 10 minutes and wake up 10 minutes before your kids wake up and just journal or do your daily devotion. You can sit down and set the timer for 15 minutes and just write for vision casting. Like whatever it is, you don't have to conform it to the way I do it, but I want you to be inspired and I want you to take action. And I want you to take one of these or all 3 of these. I want you to take these and begin to implement these into your life. Now, when you start this, of course, it's all easier said than done. It's going to be an adjustment and it's going to take time, especially if your kids are used to getting up and watching TV first thing in the morning. Shifting this around is going to be difficult and there's going to be protesting. Heck, my son is used to it by now and he still throws a fit in the morning and he loves to tell me how boring I am for not letting him watch TV. But even on those days that I'm boring, we connect more. Work these 3 things into your life. And then in 30 days, come back and check in. Check in with yourself and see, has there been an improvement? Do things need to change? Now that you have this morning routine figured out and it's a lot less overwhelming, you gotta figure out how to make this morning routine and everything else actually fit into your day so you're more productive, spend more time with your kids, and stress less. And to do that, you're gonna wanna watch this video right here.